So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. It's a promising position. Bellingham trying to keep this in. That's good running with the ball. Tries to pass it through. And it's O'Reilly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he
Tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. DiMarco. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries to play... Oh, what has happened here? Face to face with the keeper. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Vietnam present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This to go one up. Brilliant save from Alisson! Oh no, he misses from the spot.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Szoboszlai. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. He's picked his way through. He has found the way through. That's a good ball out wide. Very nicely done. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, well played. And a chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Still goalless. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cherki. Bellingham.
Vietnam are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, can he get onto this? O'Reilly. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Konate. Now it's Haaland. Out to the right. And he's picked it up out wide. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's heaved it away. Goes forward. That has been cut short. O'Reilly engages and forces him off the ball. Çalhanoğlu, a probing pass, floated through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside, and he decides to cross it. Thuram clears it away. And it's Çalhanoğlu. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
He's had it taken off him. Looking for the run. Well, played right into his path.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Gravenberg. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He has a look up. Haaland finds himself offside. He's making a real surge on the left. Cherki.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Haaland. And it's Gravenberg. Can he get it through? There's the whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Gravenberg. And it's DiMarco. Now Thuram. Mbappe. Çalhanoğlu. Now he's got space here. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nicely aimed pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into space. Back into the middle. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ball's gone out of play. Thuram. Played into space. Oh, that's a key interception. DiMarco. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now.
Well, I think he just...
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Gravenberg. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get... There's the shot! It's in! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Substitution in progress.
Fofana. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Thuram. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Turns back here, probably the best option. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Gravenberg. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Çalhanoğlu. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Moved on forwards. And the counter is on. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And they've got rid. Vietnam are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in...
Big chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fofana. And it's Gravenberg. It's Bellingham.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now that looks a decent ball. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. And here's Yildiz. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's O'Reilly. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Van der Ven. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
I'd like to ask you to join me.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
a clear
everybody,
night,
and
all the
welcome to
ingredients for a
today's
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Tries from distance. Oh, that is rather wayward.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
And it's Ware. Ware tries making a foray down the right. That's tidy. Now it's Bellingham. Lovely feet. Bellingham. Oh, that's nice. Now that's a fine challenge. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the midfielder, Ryan Gravenberch, is just very cultured, Peter. Another really fine product from the famous Amsterdam production line. And just like so many of their alumni, he's shown wonderful intelligence and versatility. And, of course, vision whenever he's played. I think he's a tremendous all-round talent.
He would... Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Konate. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Thuram. Out to the left it goes. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Bellingham. Vietnam are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Where? Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And he decides to cross it. Mbappe.
Vietnam are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now this could be a chance. Bellingham.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's on it. Can he get away? Mbappe. Mbappe! And that would have been some goal.
Mbappe just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Haaland chasing after it. Schlotterbeck. And Fofana. Bellingham. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Bellingham. That's very neat. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Haaland is herring after that one. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Where receives it in a wide position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Haaland. Played in. Van der Ven has been caught there, it's a foul. That has been cut short. And here's Haaland. Oh, that was vital. Has a look up and drives it forward. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Çalhanoğlu. Probing pass. That's beautifully weighted. And that has been knocked clear. And there is the half-time whistle. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the action is back on the way.
Vietnam clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Delivery from a terrific header. He scores! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Driven forward. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. And it's Bellingham. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
He's gone for goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Çalhanoğlu. Where? Looking to go deep. He's there to head it! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Gravenberg. And here's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Showing good feet. And it's Gravenberg. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's DiMarco. Oh, they could be caught out here. Quick look, then plays it in. Vietnam have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yildiz. That has ended up in no man's land. Just about up to 75 minutes. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. He's in a great position here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Haaland. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now, what about a counter-attack? Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Van de Ven. Bellingham might just make this. And Fofana. Nicely weighted ball. And it's made its way to him. Jackie. He saw the danger and he went crashing in.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Ball comes in. He's found a way past. And it's Bellingham. So just one extra minute for stoppages. It's Çalhanoğlu! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Szoboszlai picks it up out wide. That's a decent clearance. And that's that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Just a quick reminder
claiming
today,
the man of the match
please
award,
refrain from
and
parking
there is
outside
very
this
little room
stadium.
for argument.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello, everybody,
A clear
and
night,
welcome to
all the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. And here's Mbappe, gives it back.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play and it's up close and personal.
Shot, surely! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters and it's time to make it matter now.
That has been knocked clear. And they've got a throw. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And here's the chance to counter. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Jackie. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's straight offside. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. DiMarco did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe, looking for options for movement. Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here, he had to go backwards.
Very nicely done, good spot that. Haaland, here's onto this. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Nicely worked. He's shifting through the gears here. Short changes him with that pass. And the shot! Goal! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
This ended up in no man's land. Vietnam are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Chalhanoglu, done delicately. That's beautifully weighted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Little pass back. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Vietnam really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from it.
It's their second corner of the game. Brilliantly cut out. And the finish! And it's Gravenberch. Mbappe. Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Van Dijk. Gravenberch. Mbappe. Nice physical challenge.
Vietnam can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fofana. Schlotterbeck. And it's Gravenberch. And Fofana. And it's Bellingham. Soboslai goes steaming forward. Haaland. There's the shot! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what...
And he shoots! He has done it! Into the lead once more. It is a good finish. And there's the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Oh, smashing header! Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No way through. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking to play him in.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nicely weighted ball. And it's Gravenberch. Oh, that's well spotted. Schlotterbeck.
Vietnam really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Mbappe! It's a goal! And they've got their lead back. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Stood up well to him there. In towards the back stick. And that's the keeper's ball.
Casabia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Weir. He's picked his way through.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gravenberg stood his ground strongly. Good running, strong and purposeful. Lovely ball, and the shot! Thuram. Vietnam have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Gravenberg. Mbappe. Spread out to the left. And here's Mbappe. Di Marco gets into a good position. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Substitution.
And that's definitely not his best. Gravenberg. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's played it back. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, this is intriguing.
And it's Gravenberg. He's having a go! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, this is a great Vinicius Junior! So close to drawing level.
Vinicius Junior is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Where? Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Çalhanoğlu looking to play it into the box. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Defending of the desperate variety.
Vietnam nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Shoots! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Vietnam clearly now in lead preservation mode. Very much into the last knockings.
Has been indicated.
Chance! Oh, another save. Desperate defending required here. He's going for goal! Off the post! He's missed, but not by that far.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
All hands on deck for this one. It's a mighty effort! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game. that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. And here's Mbappe. Nice control. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Passes short and sharp. Could be danger here. And a chance! It's there! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Çalhanoğlu. Good driving run. Çalhanoğlu driving forwards. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Schlotterbeck gets a foot in here. Thuram. Haaland chasing after it. Vietnam are behind here despite their domination of possession. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham goes on a run down the left wing. Showing great feet there. Gravenberg with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Ware gets into some space. Ware is flagged offside. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to play it through. And the shot! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. They've got to make this nice and quick.
That ball looks a good one. Shot at goal! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to...
Haaland! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are...
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Vietnam presented with a golden opportunity here. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Vietnam grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Szoboszlai. Vietnam are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to pass it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cherki. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Bellingham could try cutting inside here. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he cuts out the supply.
There will
Bellingham.
be 3 minutes added time.
And he's on a charge. Lovely bit of skill. Cherki. Ball driven towards the far post. And that's been well dealt with. Decent chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station.
Here we go again.
Vietnam really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
That's good play. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cherki. Gravenberg clears it away. Schlotterbeck. Çalhanoğlu. Gravenberg. Very nicely done. Cherki. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Gravenberg. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Gravenberg proves too strong. Bellingham puts his foot on the gas. Is there any support? He might not lead. Chance!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, nice touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. So the perfect chance to get one back.
Substitution.
Oh, what a ball! Real chance! Oh, that's a waste.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Nice looking ball.
Oh, that's clever.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run, and he plays one through. Schlotterbeck. Fofana. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. In he goes again! Vietnam have their second corner now. Haaland attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's well spotted.
Oh, really well played.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Haaland is onto this. Where? And it's Çalhanoğlu. That's an imaginative pass. Mbappe! Schlotterbeck spots it and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. And he has been fouled there. Oh, he's taken it. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That is good alertness.
Oh, they can break here.
And it's DiMarco.
Mbappe!
Mbappe
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's good running with the ball. And he shoots! They've done it! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! And that really is so impressive.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Ryan Chucky.
So is this the start of a comeback? He's away.
14.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Vietnam present their opponents with the best possible chance here to further improve their position of comfort.
Number 17, Vitinha. Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Number 11,
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So now the difference is 3. It's played through for him. He's through, it's 1-on-1.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 extra minutes added on. Fofana goes steaming forward. Yildiz. McKennie. Eze. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's Eze. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here. And here's Bellingham. Szoboszlai did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Played over towards the opposite flank. Haaland is herring after that one. Haaland. Haaland. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Alisson claims it without any fuss. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van de Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past, and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt his career, but there's nobody really capable of outrunning him.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And here's Haaland, played out wide.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Haaland is onto this. Mbappe. Gravenberg.
Vietnam are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And it's Bellingham. Szoboszlai defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. And that could set him on his way. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Bellingham, so much time and space here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has been cleared. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's up. Tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Szoboszlai played in deep. Fofana can get it clear. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Calhanoglu, nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. And he's taking no chances there. That's rather hopeful. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Ware brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Calhanoglu. And it's lofted through here. Now it's Mbappe. Nice sequence. Chance for a shot! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Çalhanoğlu. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's clever. And it's hoisted clear. Nicely aimed pass. Fofana. To Çalhanoğlu. Where? Cherki. And he's in on goal. Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Vietnam have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Out to the right. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's neat. It's a good foot in there. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after
Just a quick
45 minutes of
announcement.
action.
We'd like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
So, off we go once more.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Bellingham. Çalhanoğlu. And Cherki. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mbappe! No, not quite.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cherki. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Van de Ven. Gravenberg. And it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now this could be a chance. Gravenberg.
Vietnam have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. And he has been fouled there. Gravenberg. Where is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. No, it's come to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Bellingham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe. He's away. He's in a great position here. And he's being shifted off it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And here's Mbappe. That's very neat. Where has it in a wide position. That's going to go a long way. Thuram. Vietnam have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! And that could well be the winner!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Substitution on the field, number 5.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Ryan
So the
Shaki.
first goal
Number
of the game.
20,
Well, when the going
Number
gets tough, etc.,
29,
they can still turn this round, I
number
think.
38,
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Shot, surely!
Junior.
And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Haaland. Threads one in.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's McKennie. Oh, that's fabulous. Good running, strong and purposeful. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Van der Ven. Oh, Red, nice interception. Konate gets rid without sophistication. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. That's a cute ball.
Might want to be careful there.
Konate can get it clear. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Schlotterbeck. And it's Eze. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Vietnam really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Oh, what has happened here? And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's shifting through the gears here. Munoz. This is promising. And he shoots! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
So,
Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Gravenberch! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Gravenberch clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's hoisted clear. And it's Gravenberch. Has a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bellingham goes on a run down the left wing.
Oh, great feat, that.
Bellingham on a charge down the left. Gravenberch. Picked out brilliantly. Jackie tries a shot! In he goes again! There it is! The breakthrough strike! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Gravenberch, looking for options for movement. Real chance! They've scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And the shot! And he's gone looking for safety. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Çalhanoğlu. Decent chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And they've got their lead back. He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Vietnam get themselves into the lead. Over to the left. That's been slipped through, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shooting chance! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And he's picked it up out wide. Cross into the box. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And he was quick to react. Bellingham. Bellingham takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, that is a chance!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Haaland. Cherki. Well, that is one way to stop him. Gravenberg. Now it's Haaland. And he's worked it through. Gravenberg receives it in a wide position. Van der Ven gets good distance on it. Threads one in. Mbappe! Driving forward. Cherki. Oh, the ball's gone astray.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's intervened well there. And here's Bellingham. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Vietnam are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far.
Please
well,
turn your
the
attention
pickings
to the
certainly
screen
have
for
been rich in this
information
first
provided
half.
by the local police.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. So we're into the second 45.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Nicely shaped ball. And it's Thuram. Not the most convincing of passes. Van der Ven. And here's Mbappe. There's a beautiful simplicity, and it's been given away. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Mbappe. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, at least they acknowledged the effort.
That's really well cleared.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Bellingham. He's found a way past. Cherki. Çalhanoğlu. And he welcomes it in. Mbappe. He's going for goal! Could be danger here. Chooses to go back. And it's where? Oh, this is a great position. He can get that clear. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game-changer on that bench, and he needs...
There's the shot! Chance again? No.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
20, number 5, Bellingham. Number 3, Ryan Chucky.
That pass isn't the best.
Number 7, Vinicius Junior.
Yildiz.
Number 19, Mbumu. Number 10,
Rice
Eze.
looking to run onto it.
Substitution.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Alex Grimaldo delivers. That has been slung wide. That's very neat. Fired deep towards the back post. Munoz. Schlotterbeck calmly anticipates. Van de Ven. Gravenberg. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Mbappe. That's a shade optimistic.
Vietnam clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
McKennie defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Yildiz. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Gravenberg. Driving through the middle. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave...
Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Calhanoglu distributed tidily.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
There will
It's
be
gone
one
all the way
at a
through to the
time.
keeper. Calhanoglu, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Haaland. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Well. Number 14,
Into extra time we go.
number 22, Calhanoglu.
O'Reilly goes on a charge down the left.
Gravenberch.
Now can he find a finish?
Number 33,
Rice,
number 4,
Haaland
Hendrick.
might just make
number
this.
17,
And it's
Vitinha.
Grimaldo.
Number 8, Caicedo. Substitution in
And
progress.
that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. That is good alertness. it's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Ndika did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. McKennie. Grimaldo. Eze wins the duel this time. Gets a good foot in there. Looking to play him in. And that pass just didn't quite work. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Extra time reaches half-time.
Wishing all the best for members of
Well,
our
both
fan
teams have
club
run themselves
celebrating
into the
their
ground out
wedding
there.
anniversary today.
Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitutions taking place.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Now it's Haaland. So what can they make of this? Fofana knocks it out wide. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mbappe is flagged offside. Tries to play it through. Goes for a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Fofana. Here's Vitinha. And it's Eze. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot! And he's heaved it away. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
It is now time for our special lottery.
So
Please
after
grab the
2
tickets you were
long
given when you were
hours,
walking
it
through
comes
the
down
gates.
to nerve, to technique under pressure, to penalties. So he walks up to the spot and puts the ball down. Mbappe shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. And he puts them one up.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Mbappe is the next to run the gauntlet.
Yeah, good pen that. Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
So, the second man in line. Firm, low, telling.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Haaland is second man up. Oh, what a save!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Vietnam are looking for comfort. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Rice is third in line. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Vietnam with the chance to go 2 up. And that doubles their lead. He must, but can he? Won it! Vietnam have come through in the most dramatic fashion, and the show goes on. The ultimate test of nerve and mettle, and they have made the grade.
With the father of a boy in a blue
What a way
hat
to finish a
proudly
long,
make
hard
his
match.
way to the
Those players can be
information
really
centre.
proud of their effort to have come out on top. That was far from easy.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.